Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning on this 09.04.2023. Current time is 07:19 a.m. Yes, I know I'm late, but it is a holiday here in the United States of America. 07:19 a.m. here in Upstate New York, the southern tier of Upstate New York, where I live and reside. And we are running a little late, but that's because we got up late, me and the missus. I thought she was already up. Got up looking at the clock there when I got in the kitchen. It's 6:30. It's like, oh my God, we right around 6:15. That's when we're supposed to give Calvin a shot here for an insulin shot. It was okay. We're running around here, but we slept in, and I have not slept in like that in a long time. I did get up one time over the night at about 4 o'clock this morning, but I did sleep in. I went to bed about 11:30 last night, I think, after sleeping on the couch, and I did take a nap yesterday. But this is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, here on the Twitch. Fireman Rich over there on Truth Social, Instagram Threads, and X, formerly known as Twitter, along with the host of other platforms that I just posted out that we have gone live here for the Monday morning coffee 09/04/2023 at Twitch broadcast. And let's see what we got going. So far, Twitch is saying the broadcast is excellent as far as that goes. As far as on the little graph here, I have it on the little laptop. I do have the morning coffee. It's not Death Wish. This is a Death Wish t-shirt I wore yesterday, but I slept in it last night. This is a Death Wish for deathwishcoffee.co. I have no affiliation with Death Wish coffee. I do drink it, but this is just regular coffee. It's tasting pretty good too this morning. But we are all getting our day started here on this Monday. It is a holiday. It's Labor Day weekend, and this is Labor Day for both here in the United States and what I'm seeing on my calendar, also up there to our friends to the north, up in Canada. It's a holiday for them as well, Labor Day. And actually, this is the first Labor Day, Monday, that I have been off in a number of years. I would have to say that the 17 years I worked at my previous place of employment, the day job as I call it, I can't really go into particulars on it because there's things tied to that. Not that I have any signed restrictions and stuff. It's just out of etiquette as far as not to say anything about it. I think this is the first Monday I have had off, unless I was taking a vacation day, which I used to take vacation days so I've had this off before, but it's been at least over 10 years. Easily 10 years. I probably had maybe one Labor Day off for vacation. I would have to take a vacation day. So I am retired. I have been retired military for a number of years. That was my career, 20 years in the Air Force, but I worked various jobs. As far as when I got out at IBM for a number of years, they're finally closing the doors in Endicott, the birthplace. They're bringing the buildings down. And then where I worked for 17 years here up the road a little bit. And that 17 years could be counted as a career, but it was a job. My career was in Air Force, United States Air Force Fire Protection Specialist and stuff. So I was very graced and blessed with employment after I got out of the service, and some very, very good employment as far as that goes. I think I only had like one little bump in the road after they sold IBM. I stayed on as a contract manufacturing production operator for 3 years, and that was bad. I mean, right after they took over, they laid off 400 people, and and Labor Day is all about the workers, so hopefully a lot of workers, I know there's some workers that aren't, they have to work, the gears have to keep on spinning on the economy and stuff like that. So, but it is a day for the worker, and but I'm no longer a worker. I'm a retired individual. I don't call myself a senior citizen, even though I'm in that category, I guess, age-wise. But nonetheless, there's a down the road, going down the road. We'll see what happens as far as the retire. I'm enjoying it so far. You know, I'm really enjoying the hell out of it. And from what I'm hearing, despite what other people may say, you know, I am enjoying it. I am you know, it's great. It's the best decision I probably made. I prepared. Well, I prepared. Did I prepare myself? No, the missus prepared us. It was through her that we're able to do this. And you always worry about the financial side. We're not rich, we're not poor, but we're able to maintain in our and it's quite comfortable. So I can say I'm really enjoying myself as far as that goes. And are there limitations? There's no real limitations as far as, but I'm cautious. I'm a very cautious person and stuff like that. But I've heard through the grapevine there's some flack that, oh, he's crazy, he's not adjusting the retirement. It's like, where are these people getting these comments from? And they're not coming into this broadcast. They're going off into those freaking crap broadcasts, I'll call them, spilling that crap, and the host is entertaining it as far as that goes. So it reflects back on the broadcaster. So I'm just saying, I have to laugh at that. I am really enjoying it. I'm very blessed and happy in retirement. You know, I really enjoyed the years I worked. There's some people that can't say that. You know, that's what life is all about, is working. You know, you're not handed it on your you know, on a silver platter to you. You have to work, and you have to enjoy what you're doing. And to me, the years I worked in the past, it seemed like, well, yeah, sometimes it was a chore, but I got through it, and it builds you. You know, as far as that goes. If a person does not like their job, and get the F out. That's my saying. I've always enjoyed wherever I was at. I enjoyed what I was doing. I was engaged, and I was appreciated as far as that goes, as far as that engagement. Sometimes I didn't think I was, but stupid me, I knew I was being appreciated. It's just like it was right there in front of me. But I did enjoy working over the years. It got me to this point, and I'm very happy. Though I think my original plan was to work to 67, but when it came down to, we had my sister-in-law had her husband passed, and he retired young, but he started work young, and he got a state pension, and he retired for he was able to enjoy 15 years of retirement where he worked at, and but he passed away a few years back, and that was one of the decisions. Like, you know what? I need to. Do I really need to go to 67? I'd like to. It'd be nice. I would enjoy the last 2 years, but you know what? This is for me and my family as far as retiring and stuff, and I'm enjoying every day. And it's a good decision. I lose a couple $100 on Social Security, but you make it up in the long run when you do the math and stuff like that. And keep them busy. I don't plan on going back to work unless I have to, and that is not on the horizon. Oddly enough, okay. So I was really scared. That was the one fear I had. I'm going to retire, and then 2 months later, it's going to be obvious I'm going to have to go back, or else the missus will have to go, because she's retired too now. We're both retired, and we're enjoying it. We're enjoying it. We're very relaxed and stuff like that. So you have to prepare for it, and I think we were able to earn our quarters over the years. That's a saying, an old time saying. You earn your quarters every month as towards retirement. So you get to spend the quarters now. But retirement, you know, if you plan well, you can do good by it, and then that's what we're going to do. So Labor Day, it's all about the workers. So I really a big double thumbs up for the workers out there that are still working. As far as I really respect you, and as far as that goes, and keep doing what you're doing. You know, I when I go into a store, checking on the grocery store, going in to get gas or such. I say thank you to those people that are working and stuff. Thank you for doing what you're doing, because if they weren't doing what they're doing, we wouldn't have any stores. So I do appreciate that. So there's my Labor Day holiday opening, I guess, for the broadcast here. Currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, we have 64 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a little warm. We got the air conditioning on. We turned the air conditioning on yesterday. It's going to be a little hot and soupy this week, so the air conditioning's in full run. Maybe that's why we slept in. It was so cool here last night. Where it's the last few days before, when we didn't have the air conditioner, it was nice, but I get up at my regular time here. But 64 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to 17 to 18 degrees Celsius, centigrade. And our world times and temperatures goes as follows. Let me check. Do we have good audio? Let me check the audio here real quick as far as that goes. Yep, I'm hearing myself on the broadcast, so, and the picture's looking good from what I'm seeing. So we're doing good. We're doing good as far as that goes. Let me check one more thing over here. And yeah, we're live. Okay, we're live. And Jack is sitting up there. That's Jack right there. As far as not the panda, or not the what do they call that? I can't even think of it. That's over in Australia there. There's Jack. He's right behind the microphone thing there. You see him? Move the mic. There he's right there. So I'm moving the mic. Our world times and temperatures in Honolulu, Hawaii, it is 1:31 a.m. in the morning currently at in the islands there. Clear sky, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 4:32 a.m. Clear skies, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. So they're a little cooler. They're under that 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Albuquerque, New Mexico at 5:32 a.m. Clear skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. In Chicago, Illinois, 6:32 a.m. Chicago, the Windy City as they call it. Sunny and clear, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. New York City at 7:32 a.m. Clear skies in New York City. The Jungle at 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Across the Atlantic Ocean in Cork, Ireland at 12:32 p.m. Clear skies, sunny, 72 degrees Fahrenheit there. And Milan, Italy at 1:32 p.m. Sunny and clear in Milan, 81 degrees Fahrenheit. In New Delhi, India at 5:03 p.m. in the late evening, starting to go into the early evening, sunny and clear, 95 degrees Fahrenheit in New Delhi. In Mumbai, it's a little cooler, it's 86, same time, 5:03 p.m. Partly cloudy, partly clear. They got some storm clouds. And we got cloudy skies in Kuala Lumpur at 7:33 p.m., 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan, the cloudiness continues. It's cloudy in Tokyo, Japan at 8:33 p.m., 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Down in Australia, Melbourne, Australia at 9:33 p.m. Raining in Melbourne at 52 degrees Fahrenheit. And over Sydney, you got partly cloudy, partly clear at 9:33 p.m. in the evening currently. 63 degrees Fahrenheit in Sydney, Australia, the continent of Australia. And I was watching last night before going to bed. No, actually, after I got done watching the Bushka. He's a PUBG player on PUBG Mobile. He's from Australia. He was starting his Monday, and I was watching him. They were talking about Australia. It's not an island, oddly enough, even though there's water all the way around. It's larger. I guess it's so large that a continent, and He lives there in Australia. I'm not sure whereabouts in Australia. I forgot to ask him, but he's a great PUBG mobile player. Very, very. He's a he is very funny to watch too. He's very entertaining as far as that goes. Um, let's see. We have a thought for the day, and seeing that today is Labor Day and it's all about the people that work those jobs, this quote is from a gentleman named Steve Jobs. And if you don't know who Steve Jobs is, you've been underneath a rock. Not really a fan, but I can respect him as far as what he's done and stuff like that. But I think if he didn't have Woz, his partner, I don't think he would have been able to do what he did, because Woz was a very important part of the creation of Apple. But Steve Paul Jobs, was an American business magnate, inventor, and investor. He was co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Apple, the chairman of the majority shareholders of Pixar, a member of the Walt Disney Company, which is, I don't know, I got a story about Walt Disney or Disney right now, because I have Spectrum for my cable and my, sorry Jack, he doesn't like me when I clear my throat and cough. But I have Spectrum for the TV, for cable, our TV, cable, and our phone. But on the TV side, Disney has nixed out of Spectrum because there's a dispute over money, I guess. They want more money from Spectrum, I guess. So there's a whole slew of channels that I can't watch anymore. And but he was part of Walt Disney board of directors. I didn't realize that. Following the acquisition of Pixar, because Pixar is now Disney. Yeah, Disney. You got Avengers. I can't watch National Geographics, FX2, FXX, and there's a couple other channels that I didn't realize were Disney. It's like, wait a minute, I can't watch. It's ridiculous. And I don't think I'm going to get compensated for those loss of channels either. But that's I don't know. But and he was the founding chairman and CEO of NE Capital XT, Next, whatever that was, I guess. But he has a quote, and I think it's good enough for this day of Labor Day. His Steve Jobs' quote, and our thought for the day is: be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. I try to be excellent every time I come on here, respectful and all that, and that's my yardstick. Try to be kind and stuff like that. I try not to belittle people, unlike other broadcasters. Let's just say broadcaster, from what I've been hearing. But a good quote: be a yardstick. We always have these yardsticks as far as measuring and stuff like that. And I'm always saying, the bean count on, I always say, if I get one or two people watching or viewing, listening to my audio podcast over there on Spotify for Podcaster, I'm successful. I try and bring excellent. If I get, to me, that's good, because I'm not in here for the money and all that stuff like that. It's a nice hobby, pastime, and I enjoy getting on my soapbox and stuff like that. But you got to try and be excellent. You have to be good at it. To be good, to be better than good, you got to be excellent, and you want to go from good to great. So you go good, excellent, and then great. Great is when you're making the big time. You're in big time arena there, making the big bucks. But I strive to be excellent in everything I try and do. And it's a yardstick. It's measuring. You can always get there. Sometimes you can't. But some people aren't used to the environment where excellence is expected. That's when they degrade their standings and stuff like that. They think like they're joking, but they're not joking. They're actually demeaning people. They're pushing into that, being that bully. But they think they're excellent, and then they're not. And the people that are not really making comment of what they're doing, they're facilitating the individual. And talking about some broadcasters I've seen, one in particular that it just, I shake my head when I hear about it and stuff like that. It's like, really? You lose. You're not being excellent. You say you're being excellent, but you're not showing it, and people can see that. Maybe not most people, because there's, I don't know. There's some broadcasts I go into is, what are these people watching this for? It's like, are you serious? But it's to each his own. But I strive to be excellent in my environment and stuff like that. To be, and because I used to say, and I've said this before, if you would have met me before I ended up getting married, probably if I didn't get married, I probably would have been dead by now. That's what it comes down to. I was a real shit and stuff like that. But the people I had to associate in my early Air Force career, you had to be, because some of the things we had to deal with as far as that goes, you had to be fearless in a sense, and there was no room for hesitation and stuff like that, especially on the fire ground. Everybody had to know exactly what everybody else was doing. Did we have arguments? Did we have? Sometimes we almost locked fisticuffs back in the day, but you gain a respect, and everybody expected excellence from other peoples and stuff like that. So, a good quote from Mr. Steve Jobs, as far as that goes. Be a yardstick of quality. You be a yardstick. Show your excellence. Don't succumb to the dark side. Some people aren't used to the environment where excellence is expected. They just they'll say they're excellent, but they're really not. You don't, well, I almost procrastinated. I'm saying I strive to be excellent, but am I excellent? I won't know that unless I get feedback from other people, I guess. That's the real test. I've had people say, "Oh, you do a great show, a good show," and it's like, yeah, okay. I can do better. So that's where I'm striving for that excellence, as far as I'm concerned. That's my measuring stick. I'm still striving. I do get feedback from people, and I do appreciate it. Some people I'm not associated with now will say I'm not excellent, because I'm wondering, well, what were they saying to begin with? That's a little disingenuous in itself right there. You say, oh, you're a real good guy, and you promote and all that and stuff. Oh, it was for your own, that individual's own benefit and stuff like that. They weren't really true to their word and stuff like that. All they cared about was themselves. Those are those people that you don't want to be hanging out with. They don't bring anything to the table for you, and then you don't want to bring anything to their table. And if you do, again, you're just facilitating their ongoing behavior and stuff like that. So it's better just to step away and disengage and find your own path. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm finding my own path. I heard a comment most recently. There's we won't get into that. That's it's a joke. It literally does. There's a certain subject that me and the missus talk about, and we just laugh about it and shake our head. It's like, really? Because I would have never expected it. And it's simmered down somewhat, but I guess I'm just using it as an example that you have excellence. In what I observed during this time, it wasn't excellence. It was crap, and it's better to get away from the crap and get back on that road to excellence, and that's what I'm doing. And I do appreciate the opportunity to have this here, this being able to broadcast as far as that goes. So there's our thought for the day. It gives you something to think about, these thought for the days. Let's see, our National Day, as we continue. Today is Monday, September 4th. It is the 247th day. It is the 36th week of the year, and we're 68% through the year. And well, it's obvious what the National Day is here. Okay, we do have a holiday, so I'm going to go ahead and post that up as far as that goes on and let's see what we got here. Okay, get the Twitter up. We'll do this on the fly. As far as we got the picture. Today is Labor Day. That's our National Day. But there's a couple we'll just go ahead and throw those out there. Let's see what today is. Let's see the other ones. Let's see. We have National Spice Blend Day. Nah. Spice Blend Day. I guess the spices. National Macadamia Nut. Yeah, that's okay. I like that one. National Wildlife Day. I'd probably pick that one. A day for the national wildlife that we appreciate. But today is Labor Day. It is the first Monday of September. A national holiday. You having breakfast? Yeah, the missus is joining us in the studio here as she's having her breakfast. Did you know it was Labor Day today? Is that why we slept in?
Maybe. It's non-Labor Day.
Yeah, for non-Labor Day. There we go.
Like we don't need to work today.
Yeah, we don't need to work today, and but we do appreciate and are thankful for those people that are working and stuff as far as that goes.
Done that.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying, when was the last time I had a Monday off? Years. I'm thinking.
You get every holiday off this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Even Christmas.
But I think the days I had Labor Day, because I remember we used to have a parade here in the village, but they don't have it anymore.
Didn't you at one time years ago have Sunday, Mondays off?
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Many years ago.
Well, when that was. No, I went to that Sunday, Monday. That's when we went contract. But when I was still the actual company, we don't mention the company's name.
Yeah.
What is it? I took a vacation day. I would always take a vacation day.
Did you?
Yeah. Then when we went contract, I had that shit. Even though I was seniority, I ended up getting that shit days off there as far as the Monday too. But it worked out. I got used to it. 2 days off is 2 days off.
Yeah.
But so I'm going to tweet this out for Labor Day, and Labor Day, of course, is on the first Monday of every September, recognizing the men and women who labor to build this country of the United States, and also our good friends Canada, because it's Labor Day up there in Canada. Through a time-honored tradition with roots in the conditioned efforts of the labor movement in the 1800s, we salute the American workforce. Since the founding of the United States, the country has relied on the workforce of its infrastructure, from its streets and buildings to transportation and security. The nation runs on labor. If you don't have laborers, nothing's gonna get done. The labor of what we create, build, and harvest fuels our education and inspires our dreams. It propels us into being excellent. Tying in our thought for the day. The National Day also signals the official end of summer. So, Memorial Day is the unofficial opening of summer. Labor Day is the unofficial end of summer. Those who work hard need time to play too, with the school year starting, and in some places school's already started 2 weeks ago. As summer winding down, the long weekend beckons. The use of the extra day earned to spend with families and catch up with some R&R. Some will explore cities, while others will seek outdoor adventures. Some will be just sitting on their sweet dead ass, like I do. I do that more than anything, but anyway, we salute Labor Day as our national day for today, as far as that goes. And so it's been a good weekend. It feels like a weekend, especially after sleeping in and stuff. So
I know, I've done that forever.
well, let's see. We're crashing a little bit here on the broadcast. And seeing that we really don't have too many people. Well, we don't have anybody here, really. Well, we got 2 people, so we got 1 person.
Everybody else is sleeping in.
Yeah, everybody else is sleeping in as far as that goes. And I see 2 on the viewer count, so thank you for being here. You know, happy Labor Day for those people that are sitting here. It was at 1. I think I've got I've got the broadcast up on my Surface 3, so that's one person. That's me, the one, and then there's another, the two. There's another person. So thank you for being here. Good morning, and those that are watching this on the replay on Rumble and YouTube, thank you for your view. Also, I repurpose this over there on those two platforms. And you said you're not going to walk today. You're not going to go for a morning walk. Yeah, we're sort of right now. We'd just be getting back from our morning walk if we were on schedule and stuff. And
I don't think so.
yeah, I don't think so either. It's
Got enough blood weight, you don't need to know.
let's see what happens after the broadcast here. I may go out for a walk. I haven't decided yet.
I was gonna clean.
What's that?
I thought about doing my Monday cleaning, but my back is just.
Oh,
my head
yeah,
moved
yeah,
just
yeah,
Right. It's
yeah.
like, hey!
Do you think that's for staying in the bed too long?
Yeah, because I was flopped on my back. And
Yeah, our bed.
Sleeping real good on my back.
Yeah, I was sleeping good too. I thought the missus was up, so I rolled over and said, "Oh, I didn't see anybody there," but she's off on the side of the bed, and I woke up and I came out in the kitchen and looked and said, "Oh, it's 5:30." Okay, now wait a minute, that's not 5:30, that's 6:30. And it's like, excuse me for a moment. Gotta clear the throat. Oh, they checking me out? I guess he did. How you doing, buddy? You got your one eye squirrely. What's wrong with your eyes? Tired?
He's squinting at you like you coughed.
Oh, he's not happy.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, he's hanging out here at the studio and stuff. We enjoy. You doing good, buddy? Huh? Good boy? Okay, stop irritating. He makes a good. He's checking out things. He's just checking out the broadcast here. It's like, what the hell is he doing over there? Now he's going back to his window TV and stuff. So, okay. Let's see. We do have some some history. Let's go to history for the day, I guess. Oh, tomorrow I will be doing for the Tuesday. I usually do the Fireman Rich audio podcast on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And the last couple months, and I'm continuing into this month, I'll be doing the Mixcloud broadcast of the Tioga Radio Show, where I present 8 songs tomorrow morning. And that's usually a live recording, and then I post it up on Mixcloud, and then post it on my all my social media platforms that I post on. And let's see, what do we have? Oh, I got to get the right mouse here. On this day in history, let's see, George Eastman registered the trademark Kodak and received a patent for his camera, which used rolls of film back in 1888. And that, where's the Kodak? That was up near Rochester, wasn't it? Yeah, Rochester, New York.
yeah.
Kodak company started up there in Rochester. That's where it ended too. That's another company like IBM that just IBM didn't fold. Kodak went away. They got absorbed. They were state of the art until they came up with the digital format of photography and stuff. And let's see, Google was founded on this day back in 1998. Wow, that's 25 years ago. 1998. Google was founded by Larry Page and Sergey Brin, who adopted the unofficial slogan, "Don't be evil," while they were PhD students at Stanford. And I use Google all the time. To me, Google is good. And a few weeks back, we had the departure of Bob Barker from The Price is Right, but 51 years ago today, 2007, the first episode of The Price is Right premiered on CBS. It would go on to become the country's longest-running television game show, with a combination of endless surprises in terms of prizes and unique retail price guessing challenges. Bob Barker became the iconic game show host after debuting alongside the show, and hosted it until his retirement in 2007. Of course, he just passed away here a few weeks back, and we thank you, Mr. Bob Barker. And The Price is Right keeps on going on. It has Drew Carey. I couldn't remember the guy's name. Drew Carey is the current host. In 2019, there was 9,000 episodes recorded. Prizes are donated by companies in exchange for unique advertising opportunities. Um, and so, and it's a good show. It's good. It's on in the on at 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock, I believe, here on the East Coast. Let's see. 242 years ago today, Los Angeles was founded by Spanish settlers. Okay, and on this day, 108 years ago, Rocky Mountain National Park was established by the U.S. Congress, thanks to a man who was a sickly 14-year-old when he first moved near the majestic mountains and lakes, and later lobbied to protect it. Ennis Mills wrote many books and articles describing the region, and later split his time between the mountains he loved and the cities of the eastern United States, where he fought for legislation to create the park. Okay. And let's see what else. We're continuing down through. What's this one? Let's go to this list. And okay, September 4th today. On September 4th, 2016, elevating the saint of the gutters to one of the Catholic Church's highest honor, Pope Francis canonized Mother Teresa, praising her radical dedication to social outcasts and her courage in shaming world leaders for the crimes of poverty they themselves created. So on this day, Mother Teresa was canonized by Pope Francis. She became a saint. Let's see, what else do we have here? In 1862, during the Civil War, Confederate forces led by General Robert E. Lee began invading Maryland, which they were kicking our asses at the beginning of the war. In 1944, during World War II, and that's what I was watching last night. I was watching The Color of War on the American Heroes channel. So it's about World War II. It was what the Germans. I think I've seen it over a dozen times. The invasion of France by the Nazis and stuff, and the evacuation of Dunkirk. But during World War II, British troops liberated Antwerp and Belgium in 1944, and that was after a bridge too far. They had God, what was the operation? I forget the operation. There was a movie, A Bridge Too Far. The movie portrays it pretty good. It's but it was after British forces landed in Antwerp and they got their butts kicked. It was weeks later. That's when they retook Antwerp. Let's see. 1972, U.S. swimmer Mark Spix won a 7th gold medal at the Munich Olympics in the 400 meter. A great athlete there. In 1974, the United States established diplomatic relations with East Germany, which was part of under the Soviet bloc. And the crocodile hunter Steve Irwin. Yeah, he on this day he passed away, died at age 44 after a stingray barb pierced his chest. That was sad. He was a great guy. I liked him. He always won for the animals there. Let's see. Willard Scott, the longtime weatherman of NBC's Today Show, was known for self depicting humor and daily happy birthdays to viewers. Turns 100 years old today if he was still alive, but he passed away when he was 87. So, hey Melanie, hello, good morning from the southern tier of New York's. I love Steve Irwin. Yeah, yeah, that was a shock to Australia. Yeah, it was a shock here in the United States. It was it's amazing his kids picked up picked up after their father. You know, you got to give him credit as a father because his kids. I love his son when I get a chance to watch him on the TV. I don't think that's one of the channels that I can't watch anymore because Disney pulled the plug on their channels there for my cable service. But good morning from Australia. I was actually, and it's, what time is it here? We have Melanie in the, let's see, Melanie 170270 to be officially. She's coming in from Australia, which is a continent. You don't want to call it an island, from what I've been told. She's over there in Rockhampton, Central Queensland, Australia, and I just had the world times temperature, so it's about 10 o'clock right there now, I guess. So it's late evening. You're ending your day as we're just getting our day started here in New York State in the United States. Today is Labor Day, Melanie. It is that okay? The time, and I was watching a fellow an Australian last night, the Bushka, over there on here on Twitch. I actually have him highlighted. If you go to my page down on the bottom, I have a list of let me see if I can get to it. Let's see, where is it? It's not there. Where is it? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, if you go on the bottom of my page, I have Fireman Rich suggests these streamers, and I have Lord of the Rings. I got Ted Hicks. I got Tony D. I got Walt Hollick, and then I got the Bushka. That's the link. He's an Australian. I was watching him last night. He plays PUBG. He's hilarious, Mel. I love this guy. This guy, he plays the game like a pro, but he's having fun. And I watched him. He's on Sunday night, so I've been watching him, and he gets a plug on my page because I say hi to him. He says hi to me back. I love watching this guy. There's no way I could ever get as good as this guy. This guy is fantastic. But he was talking about Australia and how vast it is, and we know it's pretty big. But when you hear an Australian describe his country, your country, and you say it here in the chat. Is that the game? Yeah, that's a game I play too. As far as that game, there's a lot of people that play that game, and this guy is fantastic. I've been playing this game for a number of years as well, and it's a very fun game. And he is hilarious. He knows the game. He has a YouTube channel called the Bushka, and he is fantastic. So if you want to get a real understanding of the game, watch his broadcast because he's very skilled, very very skilled, and I usually. And I'm surprised at his high level of a broadcaster that he is. He's mostly over on the YouTube, but he started up his Twitch channel. So I said hi to him. He said hi back, and I felt like, wow, this guy's he's on that movie star status as far as I'm concerned. The guy is fantastic, and or else he wouldn't be on that bottom list of broadcasters that I suggest. So the link is there for the Bushka. On the under my Fireman Rich suggests these streamers. He's a great broadcaster, and I highly recommend you all watching him as far as that goes. I actually learn a lot from him too. I learn a lot from him as far as gameplay, and I'll probably be playing it today and stuff like that. I usually hook up with Cup of Joe. Playing it, and I play mostly solo of current because let's just say, Mel, just to be full disclosure, that individual that you mentioned a little early, I'm not too. I've cut all ties. Okay, just so you know, I wish him and his family the best, but I've cut all ties and stuff like that. So that's why I won't mention his name in the chat. Okay, and we'll just leave it at that. You know, wish him the best as far as him and his family, but let's just say I got to the point I couldn't really let's just say, what's the good word, tolerate the broadcast anymore. So I went my own way and stuff like that. So I wish him the best. You know, just it's a good clean cut and stuff like that. Though, no, I'm not going to get into it. It's I'm not going to be Haps like as far as that goes. So, but the Bushka, I tell you, I've learned a lot from the game. And oh, you didn't? No, that's okay. It's all water. It's been several months now. It's all water under the bridge. That's why you don't see me over there anymore, as far as that goes. Sort of, it's one of those things, you know. So it's like life. Certain people part their ways and stuff like that, and I made a clean part of it. And though the other side, I don't know. I just don't want to get into it. It's not worth it as far as that goes. Even though, you know, things have been said, I'm not going to counter it with and stuff like that. So it just because you mentioned that individual's name, I'm just going to say that I wish him and his family the best. But I'm moving on as far as that goes and stuff. And it's been good since then. It's been a good 2 months as far as that goes. So I try and I'm having fun, and that's what it is. When I'm not having fun with the broadcaster, it's just like a channel. You turn the channel off. It's like, I don't want to watch that anymore. It's crap and stuff like that. So it's along that lines and stuff like that. But this broadcast I watched last night, the Bushka, can't say enough about this guy. And I love the fact, there's something about the Australian accent, Melanie, that just really, it's better than the British accent. It's better than the Irish accent, I would say. I would say the Australian accent is just so friendly when you hear it, and the Bush, he has the accent, but it's not a very strong accent and stuff like that. So not that it's just a trait there that, you know, just like it's his commentary of the game. And he does commentating on tournaments and stuff like that, and he is just fun to watch and stuff like that. So I have him posted there. I just recently, let's see, well, it's been about a month since I've come online to watching him and stuff like that. So let's see, continuing with the history. I think that's it for the history. But yeah, the Crocodile Hunter, a great guy. Steve Irwin, great guy. Miss him. Died too young at all. As far as that goes, 44. That's too young. Let's see. As far as sports this weekend, I have not. About the only thing I did sports-wise this weekend was I was on a broadcast yesterday with Tony D, his fantasy football league. They had their draft. I was on there for a couple hours yesterday, and we're talking football. So we're back into doing the Sunday morning football talk over there on Tony's broadcast, and he invited me up, and I appreciate Tony D, the host, as far as that goes. Tony D, and Ted Hicks was there, along with Brian and Glick from Nonsensical Nonsense. But Tony D, here's his Twitter /X handle, at TonyTone163. Check him out. I think he posted the broadcast. I'm not in the fantasy football league that he's hosting, but I was there more for commentating and such. And it was fun. It was fun for the couple hours. I guess when I got all done, it was right after lunchtime, and the missus was already taking a nap. That's how involved And what the hell is this? This is not on the right thing. Okay, it's 8:11. We got up a little late, Melanie, from this morning because we slept in to 6:30 I'm usually up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. But um, but it was a good broadcast yesterday. A good 2 hours. The broadcast gives you some insight to an actual. He had the actual draft up there when it started, and we're talking about football, and it's great talking about the NFL football, which starts this Thursday, and then the first week it goes into the weekend. So we'll be talking about that a little bit more on Wednesday. As far as I'm not sure if I'm going to. Last year I did a broadcast on Wednesday night or Thursday evening before the game started on Thursday of what my picks were. I don't think I'm just going to probably do that on the morning broadcast on Wednesdays, and then I'll talk about it. What the results was on Monday. I'm not going to make a special show or broadcast about it as far as that goes. I had fun doing that, but towards the end it got a little bit. It wasn't as fun, so I'm just going to try and do it on the Wednesday broadcast, morning coffee broadcast when I do my do the show, the broadcast. Make my picks then, and then I'll just incorporate it in the thing. But there was some baseball this weekend, and I'm going to go back to Friday night on the baseball scores, and I have no idea what the baseball. I know the Mets were playing. I had them on, but I wasn't really. Let's see. Last Friday night. Let's see. Did anybody play that night? As far as the Yankees or Mets? No, they were off Friday because it was last. Oh no! Wait a minute. We're going back. Okay, we're going back. Oh, that's Saturday. Okay, here's Friday. Okay, never mind. Yeah, the Mets did play Friday. The Mets, they beat the Mariners Friday. Did the Yankees play? Yes, the Yankees beat the Astros on Friday. Okay, so that was good. But going into Saturday, the Yankees beat the Astros again. That's good. That's 2 wins for them. How did the Mets do? The Mets, they lost to the Mariners, so they split right there. And then yesterday, Sunday, the Mets beat the Mariners, so they won that series 2-3. And the Yankees, where are the Yankees? The Yankees beat the Astros. They won 3 games. Good for the. Maybe I shouldn't watch those teams. If I don't watch them, they're going to win. Because last night's game. No, they won last night. I know that I saw the game on, but I ended up watching something else about World War II and such. So that was the baseball. Hey, good morning, Tina. How you doing? Happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. Haven't seen you in a while. How you feeling? Are you doing okay? Are we doing? Because I know you. Unbelievable. You got me. I slept. We slept in this morning. I'm sort of we be just getting, and Mel's in there. Mel is saying hi or Tina's saying hi. Yeah, lots of left. Glad to have you here. Yeah, we slept in till 6:30, and Mel's saying hi to Tina. Glad to have both of you here. I haven't seen both of you together in a long time, so it's a special Labor Day. We got 2 special ladies here. We got Melanie in from Australia, and Tina is in from New Jersey, as far as that goes. Glad to have you here and stuff. Yeah, I got up at 4, and I went back to bed. I fed the cats a little bit, not a full, just a little scoop there because they were all congregating. Thanks. I'm not. I'm just a knucklehead. I'm still the knucklehead. Still the same knucklehead. But then I woke up. I went into the kitchen. I looked and I said, "Oh, it's 5:30," and then my eyes got focused more, and it's like, "Oh wait," because I didn't have my glasses on. I forgot to put them on. I'm looking like, "Oh my God, it's 6:30." The concern was we have a cat. One of our 6 cats is diabetic, and that's Calvin. He's the baby Huey. He gets 2 units of insulin, once in the morning at 6 and once in the evening at 6. Well, here it is, 6:30. Before you give the shot, Calvin has to eat a little bit. So I'm up running around feeding them, and then the missus is getting the shot ready for him. As far as it's a real quick, I've done the shot a couple times here, so I can do it. We've had cats that were diabetic. Ben and Peach, who we had years back, They were both diabetic, so it's nothing new to us. But we are very proactive on making sure our cats are only getting a half a cup of food a day now. And they're actually, if they get some lunch and it gets a little extra, they're getting all protein. They're getting either salmon or what else do you give them? Salmon, tuna fish. What else do you give the cats in the morning? Or what else do you give the cats
What do you mean?
at lunchtime? You give them.
I give them either meat baby food or tuna fish.
Yeah.
I cooked up some chicken. The last few days they had ground up chicken. I
Yeah,
cooked up.
yeah. So they get a special protein lunch there and stuff like that. Not all of the cats like it, oddly enough. Calvin will gobble it up. Jack, he'll gobble. Well, Jack left. He's back here now. He's in the back chair. So yeah, that's good for them. But Calvin, we're running around, and he's just saying that he's doing a whole lot better since he's on the insulin now and stuff. He's back to being normal. He's actually chasing the other cats, which he wasn't doing that at all. He was completely, blah, and that's because he's diabetic. So we have to give him 2 units of insulin in the morning, and 2 in the evening. And we're a little late, which was no big deal. He was fine. He's not, he's not. But it's to keep him healthy, and we love him. And he's a screwball too. Him and Murdoch, his brother. That's how I get. That's how I get with high blood sugar. Blah. Yeah, exactly. His sugar was high. Now it's down low. It's come down considerably. It was up around pushing 300, and it came down to under 100 now for him. And he was, and we were very concerned as far as which we would. He's a family member and stuff like that. So took him to the vet, and he's doing a lot better. So that's one of the miracles we have of medicine, not only for ourselves, but for the animals that we care for and we love as far as take care of and stuff like that. And I know when we had Ben and Peach, we had some people that said, "Why are you doing that? Just take the cat out back and put a bullet in their head." And it's like, get the frick away from me. That's, if you're going to have a pet and it's part of the family, there's a responsibility. If you can't handle that responsibility, you shouldn't be anywhere near. So you're going to go ahead. It's Labor Day, but she's already starting the dusting here. Here, you want to put the duster in the middle? There's the duster. Get out of here.
Well, you asked me.
Oh man, and Tina says absolutely. Yeah, she's already.
Well, we're not walking, so I gotta do something.
Oh, what's that?
I'm not walking, so I gotta do something.
Oh, that's right. She might not be walking. My cleaning lady is coming. Oh, Tina.
Yeah, his cleaning lady came too.
I'm not going to say it. I appreciate the hell out of it, so I can't say anything. No, she has to do something as far as keep busy and stuff like that. So that's something. Monday is her cleaning day and stuff, and that's one of the things before I was retired, that was on the top of my list as far as to make sure I do stay out of her way, I help her a little bit as far as what has to be done, but she has her routine and stuff like that. So she might. It's getting a little warm here now. We're going to be having the next several days, and I imagine it'll be the same down in your neck of the woods there, Tina, down in Jersey. We're going to be getting some hot and humid weather. I guess there's a high sitting right over us. It's going to be some pleasant weather, but it's going to be hot and humid. We got the air conditioning going right now because it was a tad humid yesterday. All last week, though, we had the air conditioner off, and it was nice. Yes, it's humid all right. Is it down that way? Yeah. So it's getting humid. And I know, Melanie, you're still enjoying the winter months over there. But this Labor Day, this is the unofficial day where it's no longer summer. It's fall. I'm just looking at our broadcast here. What's that? Oh, okay. It's just a missus talking to somebody as far as that goes, family and stuff. So we'll see what the day brings. Today in baseball, though, let's see. The Yankees will be playing let's see. Who are the Yankees? Are they playing today? No, I guess the Mets and both the Mets and the Yankees are off today. So, and in football, we did have Canadian football this weekend. I didn't watch any of it, but Saturday the Lions beat the Alouettes, the Montreal team, and then the Blue Bombers beat the Rough Riders in overtime yesterday. And today we have a game at 3:30. I'll have to see if that's on the TV because Canadian football, the CBS Sports channel, broadcasts it on Spectrum. Tina, do you have Spectrum for your cable service at all, or do you have? I'm just curious because I have Spectrum, and I guess before you and Melanie came in at the beginning of the broadcast, I sort of stated that my Spectrum net, anything deal. Oh, you have Fios. Oh, okay, I'd love to have Fios. They're not in the area. The closest I've had to Fios was when we had Verizon DSL, but Verizon didn't. That's but I have Spectrum, and I don't have Disney anymore. They took all the Disney channel, and that included National Geographic's FX, FXX, which I didn't realize was part of Disney. There's this other channel, ESPN. I can't watch ESPN channels, and because there's a money dispute. I guess Disney wants more money because they're losing money. Let's see, the Toronto Argonauts, like I said, will be playing the Tiger Cats at 3:30, and tonight at 7, the Elks play the Stampeders here for Canadian football, which they're in their. My sister has Spectrum; she doesn't like it. Yeah, it's okay, but it was several days ago that I think 3 or 4 days ago. That's when I noticed I don't have anything connected with Disney. I don't have anymore. Matter of fact, let me see something here. Let me take this off here. I could tell you exactly the channels now that, because I'm not too happy with it because some of these channels. Let me turn it to the Roku. Let's see. There's the Roku. And if I turn it to the Spectrum channel, when I turn it to the Spectrum channel, it automatically comes up with this graphic here. Let's see if it does it. Oh, this is different. Usually it pops right up. Okay. What happened to my Disney-owned channels? Disney has removed their programming from Spectrum. We are fighting to keep costs down. Well, if you're keeping costs down, if I'm not getting these channels, give me a break on my thing. But they won't. That's Spectrum. That's where I agree with your sister. Spectrum sucks. But we are fighting to keep costs down while maximizing customer service. So they want you to be the advocate. But it's Disney Channel, Disney Junior, Disney XD, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN Deports, ESPN News, ESPNU for college games, the ACCN, that's the ESPN channel, SEC Network, Freedom Forum. I wanted to watch a movie last night on Freedom Forum. I didn't realize I was part of Disney. I can't see that anymore. Baby TV, FX, I guess that's FXM, and then FXX, Longhorn Network, I didn't watch it. National Geographics, National Geo Mindo, National Geographic Wild, and ABC. Now, the local ABC channel, I can get on there. But all those channels, I can't get on my thing now. Oh, Spectrum, Melanie, that's the cable service that brings the TV, the internet. That's who I get my internet provider is through Spectrum. And my home phone service. I have a landline through Spectrum, so that's what it is. And that just happened here, Tina, about 3-4 days ago. So all those channels, and out of that, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 20 channels. So out of those 20 channels, I watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I watch at least half of those channels. I can't see them anymore because they're in dispute. So I think it's BS, to be honest with you. But it's all about this. It's all about money. Spectrum doesn't want to give them any more money, and Disney is losing money. There's no question about that. That Disney is losing money, and they're trying to squeeze the rock to compensate for that loss. I've never seen commercials about going the resorts, the Disney resorts. I'm seeing more and more commercials, so they're trying to promote their business because it's not, what are you going to do? I'm going to go to, no, I'm not going to go. Nobody wants to go to Disney. Disney's, they dug their own grave, I think. So let me put this back. Let's see, we want to go to channel 1. Put it back. So, I sort of mentioned that, I think I mentioned it in Friday's broadcast. Spectrum, we're right on that borderline. Yes, it is expensive, but for us to go to another service, I guess I'm one of those ones, Tina, where if it's not broke, don't fix it. And Spectrum for me is not broke yet. It's still, we could scale things down. I've looked at it. I could scale down real quick, and that would be going down to basic. I'd still have to. There's another internet service that's in the area that I could go to. I guess I'm lazy. I'm lazy as far as that goes. But it is expensive, I guess, if you get the higher tier packages and stuff. But the one thing I'm getting ready to do, yep, I'm right up in that. I'm just a tad below that, Tina. I'm just a tad below that. 107. We're paying about at least that much. It comes to. And I know people that pay well more than 250 with the premium packages and stuff like that, up my way. The people I used to work with, and such that. But I'm looking at, and that's one of the things. I'm retired right now, so you could say I'm sort of on a budget. We're watching our funding because I don't want, but we're in a good spot right now. We're not rich, we're not poor, but we're able to maintain our bills. But we have a little extra. And that's what you want to be, One of these days, hopefully, I hit a big on the Mega Millions or something like that. So if that happens, you may not see me on this broadcast for quite some time because you'll have. But we're doing fine, and I'm constantly looking at that. I'm like 3 steps away, 3 or 2 steps away from cutting on the cable. The one that's closer is I'm getting ready to maybe get rid of Netflix, because Netflix. No, who went up $1? Paramount went up $1. Paramount was $5.99. They went up $1 to $6.99. No problem. Paramount, I'm getting my money's worth and then some. Netflix, we watch it not as much as when we first got it, and there are some good shows on there, but it's just a matter of finding the time to watch them. So that's close to $20 a month. So I'm thinking about cutting back on that one. Do I really need Netflix? If I look at, do I want Paramount Channel or do I want Netflix? Well, I'm watching a hell lot more of on Paramount. So Netflix, I'm saving $15, $14, because then that extra goes over to pay, and I'm not. Well, I'm actually saving $20 for Netflix then, if you really look at it and stuff. So I'm looking at the service. I only have Netflix and Paramount. I did do something here the other day. I can't mention the company, but I was on a 1-week trial basis, and I said, no, I don't want that anymore. But then my PayPal got charged a monthly charge, and I said, what's this? I typed them back and said, I didn't ask for that. Oh, we're sorry, Mr. Roberts. Here, we'll refund you and stuff like that. It's in the things, but it's one of those automatic things and stuff. I didn't want this, and I guess they didn't want. They were very receptive of my email, and they sent me back my monthly. It was like $32 or something like that. And I said, because I'm looking at my PayPal, I got this thing in my email. It's like, your PayPal's been deducted $32. I was like, I didn't buy anything. What the frick? Have I been hacked? So I look at that, and it's this company that did an automatic charge, and I was like, when did I? So I looked back. It's like, no, and it was like right at the day 7, that's when they tagged me for the monthly charge and stuff like that. I wasn't going to watch it. I said, no, we're sorry. We'll send it. So I got my money back. I wasn't worried about it. It's, and stuff. But you got to keep track. We cut Netflix. Okay, you cut Netflix? Yeah. Great scheme of things. I don't think I'd miss it. Paramount Channel, I would, because Paramount Channel, we watch a lot of things on Paramount. You know, the Star Trek series. There's a lot of good shows on there. There's some good movies. So I don't think I'd really be missing anything in Netflix. You know, they want an arm and a leg for these streaming services and stuff like that. That if you don't get what, you know, like, I guess if Hulu or Amazon, I hear they're pretty good. But the thing is, how many streaming services do you need? You know, that's, you know, I've got regular TV. I'm paying a lot for that. I'm watching more TV now, especially now with sports. Okay, but I'm not too happy of losing ESPN. Even though ESPN there's a couple shows that I really liked watching. I don't have access to them anymore. So, but I do like the CBS side of the house, and Paramount is part of the CBS family. So Netflix is going to is the next one on the chopping. I mean, it's right there. I mean, if they raise their rates one more time, that's it. I'm just saying, that's it. I'm done with it. I don't need Netflix. You know, I think that's a little ridiculous. I'm always, you know, like you said, Spectrum is expensive, Tina, and I'm already paying more on that side than this side, stuff like that. So let's see. What else do we got? Oh, Tina, do you want to come up? I've got for, you know, well, we're at the end of the broadcast. I have guest stars. I don't know. You want to come up and say hi on the broadcast? Just asking. You don't have to. You know, it's just, if you're not camera ready, that's no problem as far as that goes. I just realized that I do have guest stars. I thought I really thought Tony might have been here and stuff like that. I would have brought him up as far as that goes. And I just got up. Oh, you were scared? No, you won't scare me. No, you won't. That's fine. We'll save it for that. I know I asked you before you coming up and stuff like that. I just realized that I forgot I had it up. I activated the guest stars as far as it being a holiday and stuff like that. I'm not gonna put guest stars up on a regular day. Next time, yeah, I know it's available, no problem. I know we've talked and stuff like that. So what was it over on? What's that thing on Twitter? Spaces, Twitter Spaces. I think we've talked on Twitter Spaces as far as a while back and stuff like that. We had a good conversation and stuff like that. So, but I do have the capability. I for some reason I threw that up there and it's in the background right now, and maybe that's why. Yeah, the broadcast is doing pretty good. So yeah, it was Spaces. Yeah, I don't use Spaces and stuff like that. And just to let you know, both Melanie and Tina, I don't know if you know, and I talk on TikTok a lot. Oh, you still do TikTok? See, I don't do TikTok. I don't do TikTok. It just goes a mile a minute. I mean, when was the last time I was on TikTok? Probably about 3-4 months ago. I still have an account. It's closed. I think I might be following you on TikTok, but I don't use it. I don't use it as far as that goes. And you watch TikToks too, Melanie? Yeah. I'm watching a version of TikTok, and that sometimes I get sucked into those on Facebook. What are they called? Reels, and even the shorts. Michael Bathurst was doing the shorts. Now he might be on later today. I don't know. Let's see what he's doing. But Michael Bathurst is broadcast. Yeah, Reels. I get sucked into watching Reels. I mean, I'll sit there. I think it was Friday night. I saw one and I started watching it, and I watched another one, and here it is like 30, 40 minutes later. I'm like, what the hell am I watching these? As far as that goes. He is always... His is all... Yeah, but it's just the fact that I like seeing the fact that he's broadcasting against Tina. He's up broadcasting, and you can say my stuff is the same, almost. But I'm just checking his Twitter feed to see what he... Because he's been... Usually it's later. I know the last. Let's see, where is he? Is he on here? How come I don't have him on here? Let's see. Let's. I'll check. Hi. Out again. Okay. Let's see. At Michael Bathurst. And I know he's popped up on Tony's broadcast again, so he's probably having the time to where he can broadcast again. Okay, Michael. Okay, how come that's not going anymore? What's going on there? Huh. That's weird. Let's try this again. Michael Bathurst. Oh, there he is. And his last broadcast. Okay, last post he posted the blue moon an hour ago. So, I'll check. Nice to see. Okay, no problem. No problem. Nice to see you. Okay, Tina's leaving the house, and sometimes he can be a bit boring. No, I'm boring, Mel. Come on, well, I just think so. And Melanie saying to Tina, you too. Okay, Tina, thank you. Yeah, I'm just looking at. I guess it's just I haven't seen him broadcast in a while, and he was okay. You ain't boring, Rich. I don't know. Sometimes I'm my own worst critic. My lady came soon. Oh, the cleaning lady. Okay, and you're not boring. Tina agrees. So there's two. I guess I've been outvoted. All right, Tina, you have a great day. Have a great Monday, Labor Day here, and we'll be talking to you. Love you. Love you too, Tina. Take care. And it was great seeing you here. And Melanie, we're going to go ahead and exit stage left because, let's see, we've been on for what? An hour and 20 minutes. So you guys have made the broadcast here as far as that goes. I appreciate you being here. But we're going to go ahead and exit stage left, Mel and Tina. Tina's leaving. And Mel, I'm going to have to say you're ending your day as I'm getting my day started. I think I'm going to go out on that... I think I'm going to take a walk, and love you. Thank you, Mel. Thank you. That's means a lot. Thank you. You guys are great, and I really appreciate you being in the chat as far as that goes. Thank you very much. And but we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here, folks. Hang on for a minute. Got to get another cup of coffee here. But we're going to exit stage left here as we get our day started here in the southern tier of upstate New York. This is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, over there on Truth Social, Instagram Threads, and X, formerly known as Twitter. And we're saying so long to Melanie, so long to Tina. Thank you both for being here. Greatly appreciated. You all have a great day there. It's always fun having people in the chat. And we had our Jersey girl in New Jersey, and we had Mel over there in central Queensland, Rockhampton. I said it without looking at the card. Oh my God, I did. I got the card. But thank you very much, Mel, and thank you very much, Tina. You ladies are great. Thank you very much. And thank you also for those that are watching this on the replay over there on Rumble and YouTube. I greatly appreciate that as we're getting a new week started on this Labor Day holiday here in the United States. Yeah, you are getting better. I try, Mel, okay? I'm trying. And but you all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thanks again, Mel and Tina. You guys are great.